Hey everyone, welcome back to the Unread Book Summary channel. We're so glad you're here with us today, wherever you might be tuning in from. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more book journeys. Today we're taking a deep dive into the timeless wisdom of Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. This isn't just a book, it's really a profound exploration of human relations.
Absolutely. And Carnegie made a pretty bold claim, didn't he? That this skill, understanding people, is often way more crucial for success than, say, technical expertise.
Yeah, he backed that up too. He found, I think it's something like 85% of financial success, even in technical fields like engineering, came from what he termed human engineering.
Right. Basically, personality and the ability to lead, to interact effectively.
So let's unpack his first fundamental technique, he says. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Sounds simple, but it definitely goes against our natural impulses sometimes.
It really does. And what's fascinating is how universal this tendency is to, justify ourselves. Carnegie points to figures like Two-Gun Crowley.
The cop killer.
Yeah. He described himself as having a kind heart. And Al Capone, he saw himself as a public benefactor, bizarrely enough.
Wow.
And Warden Lewis Laws, from Sing Sing, he observed that very few criminals actually see themselves as bad people. They always have a reason, a justification.
So if even people who've done terrible things don't blame themselves, how effective can our little criticisms really be with, everyday people, colleagues, family?
Exactly. It kind of puts it in perspective.
You mentioned Abraham Lincoln earlier. He learned this lesson pretty harshly, didn't he?
He did. Early in his career, he wrote these ridiculing letters, which almost led to a duel. It was humiliating for him.
And after that?
He basically stopped. He realized criticism just doesn't work. It wasn't just about being nice, it was strategic.
Right, because criticism, well, it wounds pride, doesn't it? Hurts that sense of importance everyone has.
And it just stirs up resentment. Psychologists like B.F. Skinner confirmed this later. Criticism doesn't lead to lasting change.
It makes people defensive.
Totally. They just dig in their heels and justify themselves even more. So, yeah, venting might feel good for a second, but it's pretty useless long term.
Okay, so if criticism is out, what's the alternative? What's the secret sauce, according to Carnegie?
Well, he points to what John Dewey called the deepest urge in human nature.
The desire to be important.
And that's the one. Or, as William James put it, the craving to be appreciated. It's fundamental. It's not just ego, it's a deep need for validation.
So how do we tap into that?
Carnegie gives the example of Charles Schwab, earned over $1 million a year, which was astronomical back then.
Right.
And Schwab said his real ability wasn't managing steel, it was managing people. He knew how to arouse enthusiasm through appreciation and encouragement. He was hearty in his approbation and lavish in his praise.
Okay, but that sounds like it could easily slip into flattery, right?
Uh.
Just saying nice things to get what you want.
But that's the key difference, Carnegie stresses. Flattery is insincere. It's selfish. You can usually feel it, can't you?
Yeah, it feels cheap.
Exactly. True appreciation is genuine. It comes from the heart. It's specific. It's unselfish. Think about Stevie Morris.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, before he was famous. A teacher didn't just flatter him. She sincerely appreciated his exceptional hearing, saw it as a real gift. That genuine acknowledgement, that wasn't flattery, that was fuel. It helped change his whole trajectory.
That's a powerful story. It really makes you think. How often do we miss chances to offer that genuine appreciation?
We focus so much on, practical needs. Carnegie notes we feed people's bodies, but we often starve them of the appreciation they crave just as much.
So bringing this back to the listener, what does this mean for you trying to influence someone or just get along better? Carnegie says there's only one way to get anyone to do anything.
Right. You have to make them want to do it. It's not about your wants, it's about theirs.
How do you do that?
The key is shifting your focus. Talk in terms of what the other person wants and show them how your idea helps them get it.
The fishing analogy.
Exactly. You bait the hook with what the fish likes, not what you like for dinner, right? You use worms, not strawberries and cream, as Carnegie says. It's about empathy.
And he practiced what he preached. That story about the hotel rent.
Oh yeah, classic Carnegie. The hotel wanted to triple his rent for lecture space. Instead of arguing about how unfair he thought it was,
He flipped it.
completely, he listed the advantages and disadvantages for the hotel. He pointed out they'd lose the crowds his lectures drew, the free publicity, potentially profitable conventions that booked rooms because of his talks.
So he framed it entirely around their interest.
Precisely. And guess what? They only increased the rent by 50%, not 300%. because he made them want to keep him there.
That's a really powerful shift in perspective. Henry Ford said something similar, didn't he?
He did. Ford said, if there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own.
It sounds so simple, but how often do we actually stop and do that before we try to persuade someone?
Probably not nearly enough. We're usually so focused on our own goals, our own arguments.
It really underlines the core message here. Understand others, appreciate them genuinely, and see things from their perspective. That seems to be the foundation.
It truly is. It unlocks so much potential in our interactions.
That's it for today's summary. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for spending your time with us. And remember, we'll be back soon with another story. Until then, take care and happy reading.